Hey, it's Miss Burwell, your favorite language arts teacher. And you know we're starting our study on informational text. And so I wanted y'all to meet Babe. You know I call my husband Babe, Mr. Burwell. And when I think about somebody that reads informational text really well, I think about my husband. So I wanted y'all to hear about the texts that he likes to read. So Babe, tell me what you do every Sunday morning.
I read the paper, Atlanta Journal and Constitution.
All right. So, what got you started reading the paper?
When I was in 4th grade, I had a teacher that every Friday she would let us read the paper, and we go through the paper and pick one article that we found interesting, and we would write a summary of that article and present it to the class. And that made me interested in reading the paper, and I've read the paper ever since.
All right, yeah, like every single Sunday that I have been married to you, you get that paper and read it from cover to cover.
That is true.
All right, so if somebody is new at reading the paper, why don't you tell us about the different sections and what they would learn about in each section?
Okay, so this is the front section of the newspaper, and it gives most of the highlights of the main things that are going on in the world and in the state and in the country. And so it kind of gives highlights up here, and then
Headlines, right?
Headlines.
Headlines, yeah.
What we have going on is the governor's race, which is coming up in a month, so there's a lot about that. And you have just the different sections. So they, the Hurricane Michael was just up and big, so that's in the first, main pages. And then more about this. And there's also advertisements, but a lot of times just skip over those. A big thing about someone being rescued from Turkey. And then, so anyway.
Yeah, all right, that's the first section.
And then there's other.
Okay, and then where's section B? That's E. Here's B, Metro.
Metro.
Now, I look at Metro, so can I tell you about Metro?
Yes.
All right, so Metro is like what's going on in Metro Atlanta. And there's different sections for Johns Creek and Alpharetta and things like that. And then on the back page of Metro is a look at the week's weather. And then, this is kind of sad pages here, but this is called the obituaries right here. And these are people that have died in the past few days, and their families will put their picture in the paper and then just write some things about them so that we know who they were.
She just checks to make sure I'm not in there.
Yes. All right, and then the next section is your favorite, right? C.
C.
Section C.
Apparently I'm out of order. So there's the sports section, which has a very sad story today about the Georgia Bulldogs not studying for their test against against LSU.
And they flunked.
Losing badly.
They flunked.
And apparently Tech got beat too. So.
All right, so that's all full of sports.
That's sports.
And then we have the D section,
D
which
is the business section, which I also like. Right now it's focused on gas prices going up.
Okay.
So that's the business section.
And then this is another one of my favorites. Section E is living and arts. Because in this section, one thing you will find is an article about what some of the latest books are and why you should read them and who wrote them. And they'll also have like a list of the top books.
That's right.
They'll also have concerts.
Right here, you can't see it, but you got hardcover fiction and hardcover nonfiction, and then paperback books in their rankings 1 to 15.
All right.
So that is the living and arts. It has restaurants and all that in it.
And that's really all that's important. Like there's some TV guides.
There's a job section of how to find jobs.
So,
Comics section.
The comics. Can't
Which
forget
our kids
that.
like.
The comics. That's the only thing I used to read when I was
And then
little.
I do save this one little thing. You have to sort through all the advertisements to find this, but it's called Parade, and it's a little insert, and it has really good articles in there about different stars and foods and things like that.
Okay, so tell me one more thing. Why do you like reading the paper like this as opposed to like getting out your iPad and reading about the news online?
Well, I can search through this and find that. I like reading it cover to cover. Online, it presents certain articles they want you to read, and so I don't like that as much. But I do read that during the week a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't have as much time. But this is relaxing to me to be able to sit and do this for like an hour on Sunday morning.
And he does. All right, babe, thanks so much. So informational text is pretty important, right?
It is.
All right, this is Elena. This is Tessa, who has busted into the picture, my Chihuahua. And we hope you enjoyed it. Love y'all, kids.